So Steve came over and he's finally ready to ditch the bed off the back of his Toyota and start building a flatbed. So first thing was first, we had to get the original, what was left of the original box out of the way, which we did tonight. Pulled all that off, gas filler knock out. Some of the bolts came out. Some of the bolts had to be torched and cut. Undid the wiring harness. Got his taillights severely electrical taped to the back of the frame rail. Frame is actually in really good shape on this truck. Super surprised. So he's going to get that all cleaned up, but mostly we needed to get it apart so we could get some measurements and figure out exactly what we're going to do here. So we're going to start with building a main structure, which is kind of the center part of the deck. So he's getting some 70-inch long 2x2 box tubing and some pieces to go across. So we're going to have 46 inches from the outside there to the outside there. And we may need to rethink that. Maybe we want 48 inches, right? Because then a guy could actually like haul a sheet of plywood in the back. Now I'm thinking. Anyway, we got a materials list going. We're going to get him shopping tomorrow. So for tonight, he's off. Come back tomorrow with some metal.
Oh yeah.
Coming back for more. All right, so Steve's back over and we are formulating a plan for the back bumper, so to speak, which is going to be the back of his frame. So he picked up some thick wall, I don't know, was it 3/16 tube, rectangular tubing. He's got the back of his frame all wire wheeled, which he's going to do the rest of it, but we're just trying to get this portion done tonight. So we've marked it all out. He picked up some LED lights for back here. So we've got an amber turn signal, the taillight brake light, and some backup lights, and then a receiver hitch piece. So we've got like a 2-inch receiver, and the tubing is just so we're gonna notch that and cut it out, but you'll be able to put the pin in on the back side. So we're gonna try and recess the hitch piece all the way in and then be able to access that pin on the inside of the frame. So this is kind of what we're planning to do right here. The inside of this piece, we're going to drill holes or plasma out holes for the wiring. So we're going to run the wiring across this frame member, zip tie it up nice, and we're going to come through the frame, this at each end, so that we can run the wiring through. If you're not doing a trailer hitch in there, you could just push the wire through the tube. It only had one porthole in, but because we're going to have a trailer hitch in the middle, the tube isn't tall enough to allow us to run the wire through. So I'm going to do it like that. So because I don't have an extension cord for my plasma cutter, we got to take this over into the corner and get it all cut out, and then we'll bring it back over here, and my lead on my welder is long enough. We can get the welder over here and we'll get it welded into place. So that's the project of the night. Let's see how it goes. All right, so this is where we're at. We got the plasma cutter out and cut all of our light holes, cut our hole for our trailer hitch. Got that sticking through. As you can see, our pin's gonna be on the inside. We're gonna have to be careful with our weld to make sure we don't have weld in the way of that pin going through there. We did lob the frame off here, flush with the end of his rear shackle hangers. And so we gotta get that squared up. And then we're just talking about, we're gonna get this all welded in, and then we're gonna figure out, but I think maybe try and do some sort of triangle gusset in the corner, and then some sort of a gusset or tie-in to that cross member piece. So we can still be able to wash out the trailer hitch if you back into a muddy bank or something. We don't want to have it totally enclosed. So yeah, it's plugging away. I think it's going to be cool. Something like that. Just plugging away. Welds look okay. Got the trailer hitch in, enough room to slide the pin in on the back side. We've already tested it. Works just like we wanted. That's pretty slick. I'm a fan. Now, we'll come up with some gussets to make some triangle gussets for the corners. Try and strengthen up the corners and tie the hitch into the other cross member. Come up with some sort of a trapezoid shaped plate to go there. I think it'll be sweet. All right, so we made some progress. He's got to do some painting and stuff, but he's gonna wire wheel the frame. Here we go. We got lights that work. We got to try and find some taillights that are a thinner profile. Between the light itself and the plug-in, it's protruding out. The turn signals and backup lights don't, but the others do. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. Looks nice and uniform, all welded in solid. Added a couple of gussets in the corners and a gusset to tie that trailer hitch piece into that other frame member. Next up is flatbed building.